The fight against antimicrobial resistance in Nigeria needs to be strengthened. This follows projected death from the menace. This was the consensus at a food and agriculture conference on the issue. Lara Afolayan reports.
Antimicrobials are used globally in livestock cultivation to improve animal health and welfare. They also help to improve animal growth rates and productivity, but could be devastating when they develop resistance. Antimicrobial resistance is when microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, viruses, and parasites change when exposed to antimicrobial drugs. Microorganisms that develop antimicrobial resistance are called superbugs.
There are some antibiotics that is used on the land to improve the yield. These antibiotics are potentially stored in those plants or vegetables so when human being use it or animal eats those plants, you are inadvertently taking in antibiotics when you don't need it.
You find that the farmer is losing his animals. The farmer, is not getting the best out of his animals. He's not making his money. Now, for humans, you find that people that are sick for a long time, something that, somebody would have been cured of from maybe in a week, the person is spending months in hospital, sometimes even years.
The United Nations General Assembly endorsed a global action plan on antimicrobial resistance in 2016. The fallout of that was an action plan which allotted responsibilities to governments, the Food and Agriculture Organization, the World Health Organization, and the World Organization for Animal Health. This resulted in an arrangement to ensure action is taken to control the situation in partnership with national and international partners concerned with the global response to antimicrobial resistance. This regional conference by the Food and Agriculture Organization involves 6 Anglophone countries on the continent. It is to assess the current mitigation strategies and associated legislations. Participants here call for urgent efforts by African governments to mitigate antimicrobial resistance. This is against the backdrop of projected deaths from the challenge.
Antimicrobial resistance doesn't know borders, doesn't know sectors. But when you start in one sector, it can contaminate the others. It's why we had this initiative and try to involve the other sector to mitigate antimicrobial resistance.
The use of antibiotics should be controlled. You only need to use antibiotics when you need it. Who can decide when to use antibiotics and how to use them, how long to use them, in the entire supply chain of animal products.
The Nigerian agricultural authorities present at the meeting look forward to using its recommendations in the control of antimicrobial resistance in the country. The World Health Organization supported Nigeria in developing a situational analysis and a national action plan for antimicrobial resistance in 2017. The findings revealed the country had a lot to do in controlling the situation as it has gross implications for the nation. Lara Afolayan, TVC News, Abuja.